police.
What the bloody hell do you think you're doing? Have you a search warrant?
Yeah. Morning, love. All right if the constable comes through?
Just watch you don't break nothing. Excuse me. Last time we were done over, one of my best china vases got smashed.
Yes, well, accidents do happen, love. Have you got a receipt for this?
Well, sure. We keep receipts for everything these days. Even bog roll.
That's a funny place for a video, isn't it?
It doesn't work.
Oh, well, you won't mind if I borrow it then. If you call down the station this afternoon, after it checked it out, you can probably have it back. Unless, of course, you can show me a receipt for it now.
Want to see the guarantee as well?
Carver?
Doesn't seem to be anything, sir. I'm sorry to have...
God! Carver! Get this dog off me!
Good one, though, eh?
Oh, I suppose they think they're going to sit up there in the canteen for the next hour before they start doing some proper work. Mission accomplished?
No, not the slightest, mate.
Where's Roy then? Sulking?
Casualty. He got bitten by a dog.
Oh, poor dog. Enjoy yourself, Jim?
If you like that sort of thing, Sarge?
Well, I've got a memo from the Chief Super about you and him. Wants to know why you've had no home beat experience during your probation.
Oh, come to that, Sarge, so do I. It's what I really want.
Operational requirements, but the time must be found. Therefore, I'm going to put you out with Tony Smith on home beat 1 for the rest of the week, all right?
What, from today?
You know objections, have you? You don't want 2 weeks' notice.
Hello.
Right.
Hey, Sarge, there's been another break-in at Dairy Street. Overnight video equipment.
Oh, no.
Smart-ass jippos. We should have torn them trailers apart, then we'd have found something. Nicked my bike when I was a kid, you know.
Oh, the same lot?
They're all the same. Crap.
Tea and toast, please, love. Yeah, but you can't say that, can you? It's like saying your sister was raped by a West Indian. Therefore, all West Indians are rapists.
What would you do with them then?
Who?
They're jippos. Let them turn every spare bit of London into a shit heap, I suppose.
Well, everyone's got to live somewhere.
Yeah, but why does all the rubbish land on our patch? Hey, pass the sauce, Snowball.
Race code 2 or 3?
Brown, please. Top.
Well, you all look nice and comfy. Parade room, 30 seconds.
Oh, Sarge.
All right, 5 minutes. Not you, Jim. Oh. Well, if it's any of your business, he's going out on home beat, all right?
Home beat, eh? Just up your street, Jimbo.
Morning, Roy. How's the leg?
The leg's fine, thank you.
Yeah, the dog died of rabies.
Put it in the book, please. Injury on duty.
Yeah, will do. Oh, Dairy Street's been done again. Video as usual. Patrol car's dealing with it at the moment.
What time's Smith on today? Not doing one of his silly 10 till 6s, is he?
No, he should be here about 8.
Send him up to me, will you, before he goes out?
Will do. Da, 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 da.
How's the leg, Gov?
Well, look, when I get there, like, I can just drive it away, can't I, me motor?
Well, once you've paid the £55, sir, yes.
55 quid?
That's right, 45 for the towing away and 10 for the fine.
Stuff it, the bloody thing's only worth 20, you can keep it.
And where were you going from and to?
Oh, Jim, give me about 5 minutes and we'll get cracking, OK?
Yeah. Tony, Jim had a word with you about today, did he?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, no problem, Charles.
But there's been another job on the Dairy Street estate last night. Inspector Gallo wants to have a word.
OK, Sarge.
No, I'm down for a police forum that evening, so I won't be able to make it. Listen, How about Friday, dear?
Mike, can I have a look at a crime book?
Yes, no.
Yeah, well, the Chief Super thought it would be a good idea for me to go along, you know. He's very into community relations at the moment. Yeah, well, don't let the Commissioner hear you say that, eh? Yeah, okay then. Okay, 7 o'clock on Friday. Sorry. Yeah, thanks.
What's the matter with you?
Bye.
Nothing, sir. Nasty bite, was it, sir?
Yeah. Never mind about that. Have a break-in on your ground last night, Smith. Video again.
Yes, sir.
It's becoming quite an epidemic. Any ideas?
Do you mean now we know it's not the gypsies, sir?
Yeah. Sit down. Come on, Yorkie. This is what Home Beat's all about, isn't it? Link man, point of contact. If you want to know anything, ask the Home Beat officer.
I know all the people who've been done, sir.
Very nice. That's not what I'm asking you. You should know who the villains are in your patch. Put us in the picture. Shouldn't have to call you up here. Look. I want to recover some of that gear. That's how I want to help the people that have been done. That's what the public are paying us for, right?
Yes, sir.
Right, who's next then?
I'll come to sign on.
Social Security's up the road.
I mean, because it means we need to...
Not the Soch, bail.
Right, hang on there.
Just a second, please. Reg.
Oh, thanks, Sarge.
Where was it? Well, it was in the CID room, in a filing cabinet, marked case folders.
Oh, wasn't there when I looked?
No, I'm sure it wasn't.
Sarge, don't forget Farringford Street.
Oh, yeah, Tony. Message from traffic. There's some machinery being delivered to a factory in Farringford Street today. They want all the parked cars cleared.
They've got lucky, eh?
Oh, and have you got that chain for Mrs. Vaughan?
Yes, Sarge.
Good man. Don't lose young Carver today, though, will you?
I'll try not to, Sarge.
Coward, madam.
Yes.
Out this cat.
When you get out and talk to people, I mean, that's what it is, basically, just talking to people. Morning. Even if they don't talk back. Keeping in touch with the community. Like looking at the local school a couple of times a week. The casualty department at the hospital. Ashford House. That's the down and out hostel. Oh, and the mosque, of course.
Morning, Constable.
Morning, Terry.
See you, Vinny. Cheers, Mo. All right, Tom?
All right, Terry. Fruit gums, Mo. Oh.
Dairy Street got done again, I heard.
Yep.
Bastard, innit, eh?
Yeah.
Still, be all right once you get the old neighbourhood watch scheme going, eh? See ya.
See you, Terry.
Wave when you get to the bridge, eh? All right, son? Learning all about Home Beat, are you?
Oh, something like that.
Yeah. He's a good bloke, our time. Helps us a lot. Oh, Terry Mitchell, by the way.
Jim Carver.
Tony might have mentioned me. I run a sort of youth club around here. Totally unofficial, like, but it keeps them off the streets, and there's naff all else for the kids around here.
No, I've noticed. Now, that is something I'd like to get involved in.
What, helping kids, like? Good on you, son. Yeah. You see? The old bill ain't as bad as everybody makes out, are they? If you follow our Tony's example, you won't go far wrong. See you now.
Right.
The trouble is you don't want to know.
Oh, come on, that's not true.
They get a fair hearing. They don't trust you to do nothing.
Only because they don't trust anybody. Listen, I'll keep plugging away. It's all I can do.
OK, thanks, Tony.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Ahmed Kadir. He helps him with the local Muslims when he can.
Trouble?
Bengali family moved on to Dairy Street recently. They've been getting a bit of stick.
Dairy Street, and that's where all the break-ins have been involved, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Everything's happening at Dairy Street at the moment. So stupid. I mean, it's a good little estate. I used to get no trouble from it. Still, at least his crime waves jogged him into thinking about neighbourhood watch. There's a meeting tonight if you want to come.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I've talked to that Mr. Mitchell outside the shop.
Oh, yeah?
He was telling me about his youth work. Well, he seemed like a good bloke.
A bit too good to be true, if you ask me.
Well, how do you mean?
Well, for a start, he's supposed to be on the social. But he's never short of a bob or two.
That's not very nice, Yorkie.
I thought community policing was all about mutual trust. Oh, bloody hell.
Are you all right, mate? You all right?
Careful, Jim.
You all right? Oh, shit.
Could have been worse, Jim. Last week I had to give a method the kiss of life.
Yeah, well, it's getting a bit out of hand, isn't it, Tony?
What are we talking about now, Maisie? Burglary or immigration?
Both. Mrs. Ferrari's in her right to an 8. Have you seen her yet?
No, she's not in. I thought she might be over here.
Twice she's been done in a month. Poor cow.
Yes, I know, Maisie.
Well, let's hope things improve when we get this neighbourhood watch off the ground. If I catch
Maisie,
that
I've told you, we don't want vigilantes. Eyes and ears. A bit of help, that's all. People looking out for one another. Community spirit.
Don't tell me about community spirit, love. I lived through the Blitz.
Everyone's been reminded about tonight, have they? I'm going to look a right prat if I turn up with a chief super and there's nobody to listen to him.
You'll get a good turnout, don't worry.
Do you reckon the Ahmeds will turn up, do you?
You must be joking.
I'm disappointed at the reception they've had on this estate, Maisie. I mean, Dairy Street. It's the jewel in my crown.
Arseholes. The council are out of order putting Bengalis in here, and that's all there is to it.
Why? You've got other coloureds here?
Everywhere the Bengalis go, there's trouble. They attract it. Have you seen the mess their front doors in again today? Would you like your kids to look at that filth?
Well, ask Stan Gilpin to scrub it off then.
What, every morning? Why should they get personal valet service? That's what gets up people's noses.
Yes, but if you were to encourage
Tony,
people...
I run the Tenants Association. I don't tell people what to think. It's a free country, so they tell me. Maybe that's what's wrong with it. Still a bit niffy, love, but better than it was.
Thanks.
Well, it'll have to dry first now, won't it? Sit down, have a cup of tea.
So what do you think to Maisie's standard, then?
Well, she's not Mr. Galloway's mother-in-law, is she?
All right, Mr. Foley.
It's quite the time I've ever been, mate. They haven't fixed them lifts yet, you know.
No prizes for guessing where the Ahmeds live. Morning. Very nice. Trouble is, they won't help themselves. They won't trust anybody except Mo, not even me.
No, they wouldn't, would they? I mean, where they come from, policemen are bullies with big sticks. Shall I have a go?
If you like. I'll be over at 52 fitting a door chain.
Yes, look it through. Yes! Okay! Oh, it's Bernardi, yes! Miss Chapman, slap it through! Shoot! Oh! It's the hooligan! 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 Hooligan!
Cottage pie and peas, please, love.
You little vandal, Carver.
So what are you into next then, Jimbo?
Petrol bombs, is it?
Sorry about this, lads. They did say 1:45.
Yorkin.
Do you know a bloke called Mitchell, Moddeston Road?
Terry Mitchell, yeah.
Is he queer?
Not as far as I know, sir. Any particular reason?
Crime Squad were asking. Young kids in and out all hours. What do you think?
Well, yeah, he keeps a sort of open house. Are they interested in him, then?
Yeah, chance observation, that's all.
Only, you see, I was thinking of suggesting a bit of discreet obbo myself.
What for?
Video epidemic.
What, this Mitchell lad's got something to do with it, the kids?
I don't know.
Hello, Roy. How's the leg?
Fine, thank you, sir.
You joining us, Roy?
Another time, sir. Got things to do.
Good evening, gentlemen. Sorry I'm late. Hello, Carver. You're joining us too, are you?
Well, if that's all right, sir, yes.
As long as it's not overtime, yes.
No, sir, just interest.
Well, we'll use my car if you like. Makes a change from the usual police hack.
Where should I put this lot then, sir?
In the boot.
The hole's round the back, sir.
Feather in your cap if we get this scheme off the ground this evening, Smith. First one on the manor.
It's not easy around here, sir. heavily into understatement. This way, Jim.
Hello, we've got 5 minutes or what?
I thought you said there'd be a good turnout.
Well, I can't bleed more dragon down here now, can I?
How many units?
150.
Well, I'd say you've done bloody well then.
Look, I think we better make a start or we're going to be running out of time. Smith?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I think you all know me, but before I introduce you to the rest of my colleagues, can I just say a big thank you to your chairman, Maisie Stannard, for all the hard work she's put into making this meeting possible. Yeah. Now, over there we have PC Jim Carver. Here we have Robin Frank. He's the crime prevention officer, and he's going to be talking to you about home security and the property marking scheme. But first, the Chief Super is going to briefly explain what we think Neighbourhood Watch is all about. Chief Superintendent Brownlow.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
We're all on 10 o'clock.
No, your trouble, ain't you, Nick? Too much bed, not enough sleep.
Sierra Oscar 4, receiving, over.
Sierra Oscar 4, receiving.
Break-in reported, 16 Chillerton Street.
On our way. Over and out.
Neighbourhood Watch, as I see it, Neighbourhood Watch, as I see it...
Pardon me for interrupting, Inspector. I know you said that we'd have a chance to talk later on, but I'd like to say here and now, and I'm sure I speak for a lot of people here tonight when I say this, as saying that, in my opinion, it's not the police who should be here tonight, but the council.
Yes.
Because if this place wasn't in the state it is in, there wouldn't be half the crime problem, and that's a fact. I mean, you've got front doors that don't keep out a draft, let alone a burglar.
Speaking as caretaker, Ethel, I can say you're a bloody sight better off on this estate than you would be on most others.
What? When it take them 6 months to fix the damp in my bathroom and all the walls falling in?
Nothing else missing besides the video, Mrs. Pullen?
Not as far as I can tell, no.
Right. We'll just ask the neighbours if they saw anything.
And what about the rubbish all over the place? If they were to empty the skips every week like they're supposed to...
Yeah, and all them dogs. People are not supposed to have dogs here. It says in your agreement.
People are entitled to keep a dog for protection, all right?
And we have to put up with all that noise and dog mess, eh?
Oi! Shut up, the lot of you! Man's trying to talk about neighbourhood watch, not dog shit.
Neighbourhood Watch. Now, you've all seen the leaflets.
We haven't.
Black,
You're sure about that?
as the ace of spades. About 13 or 14 years old.
And he went over the Pullen's back fence.
That's right.
So, if this happened at 3 o'clock this afternoon, love, how come you haven't contacted us before?
None of my business, was it?
I'll see you on Police 5 next week. Until then, keep peeled.
And that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. Neighbourhood Watch, to reiterate, simply means you as ordinary members of the public keeping a neighbourly watch on each other's property and reporting anything suspicious.
He means spying for the police.
If you call ringing us when you see an old lady being mugged spying, yes.
Especially if the mugger happens to be black.
Why can't you be honest about it? You're not interested in building community spirit. All you want is for these people to tell tales on one another.
Just a minute, love. Do you live on this estate?
No, why?
Well, can I ask you to keep quiet then?
Oh, well, this is a public meeting, isn't it?
Yes, it's a public meeting, but you're way out of order.
These people have a right to be told the truth.
Go on, piss off.
Oh, it's totally immoral the way the present government is using the police to
Yes,
manipulate...
and if I had my way, you left us would be the first to get weeded out.
Yeah, well, I bet. Well, I can just see you on Citizens Patrol.
We do not want citizens' patrols.
If we're not careful, the whole bloody country will be dead from AIDS.
What did Harold Wilson ever do for us, eh? Tell me that!
You're being used. That's the point. Cynically used by the capitalist system. Any neighbourhood watch can only treat the symptoms.
Shut up, you lot! Shut up, William!
Good night. Very nice meeting, officer. I enjoyed it greatly.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be a film show.
Well, there
You was asleep, George.
No, not me.
Good night.
Good night, Ron. Well, that's that.
Par for the course, Mrs. Stannard. Don't worry about it. It was nice to have met you.
I'll put this in the car, Robin.
Yeah. Take my briefcase.
Yeah, sure. See you in the car.
I'm sorry it didn't come to anything.
It's not your fault, Maisie. Surgery tomorrow night. I might mention it again then.
You're a glutton for punishment, aren't you?
Yeah. How come nobody sounded off about the Ahmeds?
You wait till tomorrow.
Why, what's happening tomorrow then?
Renter mob are paying us a visit, so I've heard. Tony Kemp's mates. Homes for Britain. You know Tony. The middle-aged skinhead at the meeting. He's having a party.
Oh, no. What time?
Morning, I think. Coming up for a cuppa.
Oh, no, thanks. I better not. Chief's champing at the bit by the sound of it.
See you then.
Yeah.
Bye, love.
Cheers, Maisie.
Gauge is showing empty, sir.
Empty?
Conked out, is it, sir?
No, Smith. Some bastard siphoned my petrol.
Morning, Bob.
Hello, Roy.
Did you hear about the chief super last night?
No. So at least we know what to buy him for his birthday now.
What's that?
One of those lockable filler caps. Yeah. You going up the stairs?
Yeah, why?
Come here.
Put this on your desk, will you?
Right. What's it for?
That's your dog, son.
Yeah, but why should Muswell when it was over the transit? Muswell did it yesterday. He always gets it cushy. Cryer's got his favourites. You'll soon see.
Yes, Reg, very likely.
And then there's Shaw and Nicholson on lates. They reckon they're doing the transit all week.
But a bit short-staffed on lates this week, I think, Reg. More ground to cover, you know? So it makes sense.
Yeah, well, not to me, it doesn't.
171 from Sierra Oscar. Receiving, over.
Yeah, Hollis, over.
Suspect on premises, 12 Kingate Street, Reg. Will you deal?
Kingate Street?
Yeah, it's just round the bloody corner.
Come on.
You got that, Reg?
Yeah.
Sorry, we're on our way.
Oi, Gav.
Yes, mate.
You're just on a bunk round the back. Your mate went that way.
Cheers, Gunner.
Sorry, son. You okay?
Not much of a fight, did he? Bit early for shopping, isn't it? Been round his own?
There's nobody inside. It's not at the address he gave, anyway.
Parents. Shot him. Right, stick him in the interview room. Give him a cup of tea if he wants one. I'll be back in a jiffy.
Says he wants to see Tony Smith, Sarge. Says he knows him.
Oh, does he? We'll have to wait. Smith's out.
Smith out. He's probably on his third coffee somewhere by now. Come on, this way.
My lad's thieving?
I thought you'd get to hear perhaps if they were.
Nah, you're way off beam there, Tony.
Only see, these break-ins, we're pretty sure that one or two of them were done by kids at least. Like at Chillerton Street yesterday.
Look, I know my lads aren't pure as driven snow. In fact, let's be frank, there's one or two right little artful dodgers amongst them. But it's hardly surprising when you think the homes they come from, now, is it?
Well, I know
but
that.
the whole point of me running this club is to show them that it don't have to be like that. I mean, if I thought any of them were getting into crime, I'd be onto you like a shot, right?
Right. Well, it's new, isn't it?
Eh? Oh, yeah. We treated ourselves. Next year, a minibus, eh? I'm thinking of going in for the London Marathon. You and the lads down at the Nick sponsor me, would you?
Perhaps.
Or coffee?
No, thanks. I'm supposed to be meeting up with Jim Carver.
How's he doing?
Fine. He's very keen on home beat.
Art's in the right place, then, eh?
Yeah. Bloody hell, Terry. There's no need to advise you on home security, is there? See ya, mate.
Yeah, see you, Tone.
Hello. I'm Pissy Carver. I broke your window yesterday.
No luck, Jim? Nah. Mr. Ahmed must be out then. They won't open up if he's not around.
I'm only walking in, mate. It ain't against the law.
Hey, up. Here comes British free speech. Pathetic, really, isn't it?
Brown and black, send them back. 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 Hold it. Action.
Look at that. Told you, didn't I? We're on Packy patrol again. Go on, give him a blast, Taff. I think it's the DSU. Go on, boys, run!
Go on after him. You may get a couple with any luck.
Not worth the bother.
It's us you should be protecting, not them.
Yes, look, very likely.
You can't arrest a dog for barking.
Got a licence for it, have you? I'll be round to see it presently. Morning, Ossifer. Everything all right?
Yeah. Thanks for dropping in.
That's what the cavalry's for, isn't it? All right, James?
I thought you said I'm beat was a doddle.
Don't need a sentry, do we?
Well, I think I'll stay on for a while, yeah.
Nah, Taff can do it.
Oh, you're too generous.
Little friend of yours back at the Nick.
Sierra Oscar from 101, over.
Yeah, well, they were only shouting, Jimbo. Only? Nobody got hurt, did they? You can't nick people just for shouting.
You can't do inciting a riot.
Ah, be stupid. Everybody shouts round here. Front shout at the Packies, lefty shout at the front, Packies shout at the Sikhs shout at the Sambos, husbands shout at their wives, every bastard shouts at us. You want a cup of tea, Yorkie?
No, thanks. I'll get one later. I've got to go and see the sergeant about this kid first.
Anyway, you've got to admit, they got a point. Who? People who complain about the Packies.
Well, the Ahmeds aren't Pakistanis, they're Bengalis.
All right, smart ass Asians. 2 teas, please, love. They're not all racist thugs, you know.
Well, they look pretty nasty from where I was standing.
Yeah? Well, maybe you'd get a bit steamed up if you'd waited 3 years for a council flat.
Well, that's not the point, is it? The point is it doesn't give people the right to harass immigrants.
Harass my arse.
Rather you than me, Jimbo.
Who pulled your chain, paleface?
Racial prejudice as well. Excuse me.
Makes me puke. They swan in here from Heathrow.
Don't swan in!
Jump the queue, straight into a bleeding council flat, rent-free. And if somebody says it's out of order, they shout racial harassment.
Oh, would you like a demo like that outside your front door, then?
My sister would love one, mate. Her and her old man have got more points than Steve Davis, and they still can't get a place.
Well, that's not the Bengalis' fault, is it?
Well, it certainly ain't my sister's. We're supposed to spend half our time running around like prats, wet nursing these people. There's something wrong somewhere.
Yeah, maybe you're in the wrong job.
Oi!
We're going to kiss and make up then, are we? Last two blokes who had a barney in here got fined 20 quid each. Every week for a year. Biscuit?
Up the stairs. Hey, and I tell you who else won't be too pleased either. Terry Mitchell. Oh, glad you think it's funny. Terry Mitchell's done a lot for you and your mates.
You broken him down yet, Tony?
Where's he going?
Is it all right to take him into the canteen, Sarge?
Well, rather you took him home.
Well, hearty dinner for the condemned man. His mother's going to give him a right pacing when he gets in.
Oh, good. Yeah, go on then.
Oh, Sarge, what's going to happen about the Ahmeds?
You?
The Ahmeds. You know, the demo on Dairy Street this morning.
Well, how do you mean what's going to happen?
Well, is there any chance of putting a man on?
Well, Edwards can stay on till the end of his relief, and then that's it.
Well, then what?
Well, if it's all quiet, they'll have to get on with it like everybody else.
Well, yeah, but...
Oh, come on, Tony. I can't have a man sitting on every Bengali doorstep on the patch, now can I?
That's right, Sarge. You tell him.
Well, can I? What, do you want to come downstairs and look at the duty state and tell me out?
Well, yes, I know that.
Have you got any special reasons? Any specific threats, anything?
No.
Well, then. And you're going to be down there tonight. You've got surgery, haven't you? Well, then. Where's that bloody kid gone? Oh, fuck.
Hey, Sarge! I'd rather he went if you don't mind.
Yeah, Tony, well, if you're going to go.
Bob, there's a kid just gone belting out of it.
As happens, I'll do, yeah, thanks.
Fine.
I'm hoping he's going to make a beeline for Mitchell's place, sir.
Mitchell, eh? Hmm. Paul!
It's not your day for bumping into people, is it?
Looks like a touch of the Fagans, eh? Plays better than the paper round, does it, son? I'll get Dashes up here to keep an eye on the place while we get a warrant. Then we'll wait till this evening. You better stay around in case there's any kids up there. All right, Smith?
I'm sorry I can't, sir. I've got surgery tonight.
Has to be you then, Carver.
Well, I was hoping to go to the surgery with Smith, sir.
Leave the dirty work to the CID again, eh? Mind you don't choke on Maisie Stannard's cocoa.
Who is it?
Evening, Mr. Fagan. Oh, sorry, Mitchell. I think we're going to have to take this door down, lads.
All quiet on the Eastern Front?
Yeah. Perhaps this morning was just a one-off.
You try telling the other tenants that.
You go on, Tony. I'll give it another go. We might have more luck with just one of us.
Yeah, all right, Jim.
That West Indian couple was right up the wall for a start.
Now get this thing clear, sir. I ain't prejudiced. I don't mind their cooking. I don't mind their religion. I don't mind their color. I don't mind they ain't British. What I mind is what happened in this place, because they're here.
Here.
Here, you got a bleeding cheek, ain't you?
No, sir. Just a search warrant. In there.
Bathroom. What do you expect to find in a bathroom, eh? Hey, leave it out. There's someone on the bog in there.
Wash your hands and open the door, please.
Now I can see why you don't take a bath.
It's bad enough walking past that writing on their door every day and hear the kids shouting at them. But that thing this morning, that's bad, real bad. Me and my wife, we don't want no trouble, but we live in the same block, and we're going to get it.
Well, we'll get that cleaned off.
उन्हें घरों गए क्या लो? सुनो, चाय झोल गरम करो।
चाय देते हुए बाहर गिर दियो।
चाय झोल गरम करो।
तुम्हार जानो पुलिस हमारे बेसी की पावे?
ये पुलिस शेरा कम ना है। Will tea bag be all right?
All right, eh, Roy? Righty, yeah. You two been on the prices right?
All from Mitchell's place, Sarge.
I was just looking after him.
Come on.
All right, hand them over to CID, will you, and get back out.
What? Oh, yeah, but...
Go on. You two with a thin blue line tonight. There's only you, me, and the station cat. DC Dashwood can handle this lot, can't you, son?
Well, the curry smells good. I'm really sorry about what happened this morning, Mr. Ahmed.
It has happened before, at the last place. I hope here it will be better.
Well, we'll try to see that it is. Thank you. We'd like to feel that you can trust us. We're here to help people.
Mr. Kadri said that. He was here this afternoon. We are grateful.
It's like tonight. I mean, once a month we have a surgery on the estate.
की बोले पुलिस?
Surgery? Like a doctor?
Oh, that's it, yeah. I mean, sorting out people's problems. And that's what the police are for. Not just breaking windows.
Thin blue line? Don't penny talk a load of crap. Oh, I hate this late turn. It really frigs up your social life.
Oh, no, sod our luck.
Look at the state of him. A bit early, ain't it, mate?
Let's drive on, pretend we haven't seen him.
What?
That's Pongo Johnson.
Who? Yeah. What's your game, mate?
Watch out, Meg, he's evil.
Hey? Right, come on.
He only wants a night in the cells, you know.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna get one now, ain't he?
Yeah, but he pukes over everything.
He what?
He pukes.
Not in our van, he doesn't. Hey! Did you hear that, mate? Not in our van.
I mean, let's face it, most of us do think there's too many of them in the country. It's nothing personal. I know some that are very nice, work hard and all the rest of it. But there's just too many. And it's like Lawrence was saying. If there's aggro from outsiders, we suffer as much as they do. So what do you expect us to do? Welcome them with open arms?
Mr. Ahmed would like to see how his surgery works and get to know some of his neighbours.
Great. Right. Estate lighting.
Oh, come on. Come on.
They say you're all right as long as he keeps singing.
Regarding last night's meeting about Neighbourhood Watch.
Fiasco, you mean?
These things happen, Maisie. Obviously, it's up to you. But I'd quite like... What's happened?
Fire! Fire!
To Sarah Austria, receiving over. Fire, Derry Street Estate, urgent assistance required, all services, over. No, stop! Stay back! Stay back!
Out.
No! No, here! Get
Here
out!
you come!
Emergency, mate!
No, you can't do it!
Can we move right back?
If you could get the message to him immediately. It's Dairy Street. It's behind Benfield Road. Yep, thanks.
Hello, Roy. The late senior duty officer is our own Mr. Brownlow. We're contacting him now. Yeah. No, I'm waiting here until Alec gets here. I'll give him a ring. She'll be here in a moment. Okay? Yeah, we'll do, Roy. Yes?
I want to make a complaint.
Oh, really?
I've been arrested and then unarrested. That's not legal.
Push off, Pongo, will you?
I want to make a complaint!
Hang on a minute. Sunhill Police, yes? Oh, yes, sir. That's right, sir. Ground floor. I'll see you there, then, sir. Right. Come with me. Come on. Upstairs. I'll sort you out in a minute. Come on. Up here. Come on, in there. Wait in there. Ted. Yes? Are you going to the incident now?
Yeah, but there's not a lot we can do until the fire's out.
Carver says they might need some body bags.
Cleared the rest of the block, Sarge.
What about that one at the end?
Oh, it's empty. It's waiting to be done up.
Who says it's empty? Could be full of freaked out squatters for all we know. Go and badge out the door.
I've got a key.
Right, let's go.
Nobody to go back into that block until the brigade gives the okay.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, Sergeant. Oh, good evening, Dick. How are we doing? Oh, everything's pretty well under control, I think so. Any casualties? Yeah, 3 injured. 1 critical, I'm afraid. Badly burned.
Hello?
The fire is now under control, but it'll be some time before you may return to your flats. You'll be allowed back in at the first opportunity, but not until the fire brigade give the all clear. Please stay well back. Stay behind the white tapes, please. Accident ambulance call.
I'll take them if you like.
Please do not attempt to return to your flats. Residents, please do not attempt to return to your flats.
I'll take a breakfast in the Mr. Mitchell and Son, number 1, will you, Taff?
Yeah, I'm just going to. Hey, powdered glass, feel all right?
Oh, don't tempt me. Well, Tony, debriefing in the parade room, eh, at 8, okay?
Okay, Sarge.
Look, Jimmy Carver's in the canteen. He's a bit rough after yesterday. Tip and Jim up a bit for me, will you?
Okay, Sarge.
Good lad.
Oh, Mr. Cryer, there's a man lying down in the interview room.
Yeah, well, don't tell me, Molly. Maybe your luck's changed.
He's asleep and he stinks.
Oh, I better go and have a look. Oh, bloody hell. Oi! Come on, you bloody old reprobate. Oh, what are you doing in here?
Don't know.
So, definitely a petrol bomb, you reckon?
Yeah, it's gotta be. Still smell it. And there's glass from the window over here. Yeah?
Wine bottle gun.
Huh? The best petrol bombs usually are.
Any news from the hospital? She's gonna live. That's about all you can say, though, isn't it? Any luck, Ted?
Nah, not so far, Gov. Not much hope, though, is there, really, eh? End of the block, right in the corner. If there had been a bomb, the bastard would have been and gone in a couple of seconds.
Yeah, well, tell the lads to keep plugging away. Where'd you get that from?
Maisie Stannard, you know, the chair.
Yeah, well, have to get yourself on now, won't you?
Excuse me, sir. Sergeant Cryer's on the radio. He asked me to tell you there's been a heavy screwing just gone in the book.
Cheers. Tell him on my way.
Sir.
I hate house to house.
Excuse me, just tucking.
Especially early morning. All them smelly old girls, no teeth, tea stains down their dressing gowns. Yeah. Turns me right up. Morning. Right, Pete. Must have been a bit evil last night, eh? Especially being first on the scene and all.
All part of the job, as they say.
True, true. Can't win them all. Still, you got a good result on the videos, eh, Mitchell Geezer?
Oh, yeah.
Not your Jippo friends after all, eh, Jimbo? Knew you'd be pleased. Right, well, who's going in for the snooker tournament then? Somebody says Nick Shaw's the guy to beat.
Shaw? The last time I played him, he ripped the frigging cloth.
Did he?
Yeah, straight up.
What's his ice breaking?
Dunno, I didn't ask him.
Oh, I'll tell you what, wouldn't bet against me.
Hey! You found it?
No!
We'll ask someone.
Bloody wouldn't, Tom. Don't know why I'm doing this anyway.
Hey, what's the rest of them, Bob, eh? Are you sure? It's to stop me from getting legless, is it?
Oh, you're nice and comfy, man, are you? Wants to bring a cup of tea round?
Hello, son.
What would you know about sea fishing?
Nothing. Sounds boring.
Look, if you want, we'll find you a bit of room on the back seat. But you might lose your virtue.
Oh, promises, promises. That's all I get round you, isn't it?
Yeah, Viv. Yeah, now here's the man you want to see. Carver, yeah, he'll put some overtime on your card.
He's a time and a half, man. Sarge, Jim.
Thanks a lot, Sarge.
Taff. Don't forget your water wings, Sarge. You cheeky bugger.
Thought you'd have gone by now. I got a few late ones as usual, and the bait hasn't turned up. As long as we get to Margate by about 12, we'll be all right.
I know you get away with it. You know you'd left the station with hardly any staff.
Don't worry. You can make your own tea for one day. But don't forget, warm the pot first. That's the secret.
I'll get my own back.
Oh, and by the way,
you can tell Roach. I think he looks like something out of Jerry Cottles. And you don't look so clever either.
Oh, very funny, Roy. Very funny.
Excuse me. Which one's Montgomery House? Somebody's nicked all the signs off the walls.
I didn't nick anything round here, mate. It's the next block along. What number do you want?
8.
Yeah, it's the first floor.
Cheers, mate.
Oh, Inspector Galloway's fan club, is it?
Fat chance. Boys in Penmore, likely, Tom. Anyway, what's going on here this morning? Having a beano to Southend or something?
Yeah, Margate. Station's annual fishing trip. Hired a boat, more fool then.
Oh, they can keep that. You ever been out on one of those boats when it's rough? It's a bit... I can tell you.
I think that's what they're counting on.
Come on, Reg. Stop chatting. Help load some of those crates of beer on the back of that coat.
Sorry, you see what I mean?
Oh, that's different. That's what I call fishing. Book us a seat on your next trip, eh? See ya.
See you, George.
Morning, Tom.
When are you off?
Round 10. No one's rung up about dropping off some bait, have they?
No.
Heard anything from Dashwood or Yorkie Smith?
They're going to nick a fella for a county force, non-appearance in court or something.
Yeah, I know. Poacher. Didn't know we had any poachers in the East End.
Yeah, only poachers I know are uniformed sergeants who nick CID staff. How'd you con Dashwood into going out to a job like that?
Charm.
Charm? Well, he'll have a DR get his own back. Don't worry about that. He'll have your head.
Before this bird's had my body.
Oh, not that cranky woman again.
I want you to lose your temper, yell and swear, and keep up a steady rhythm.
Oh, it's time I got one of those. Let's have a look.
No. P.S. Is it true what they say about policemen with big noses?
Come on, let's have a look. Come on, Bob. Now, be fair.
Don't be silly, Mr. Archer. Open the door.
Russell Archer. It is Russell Archer, isn't it? What do you want me for? I haven't done anything. There's a W out on you, Archer. We didn't turn up at court, did we? Naughty boy. I wasn't feeling very well. That's no excuse. But look, they won't put me inside for that, eh? I mean, not poaching.
Ooh, it's a topping offence out in the sticks. Nicking the squire's pheasants.
We'll put in a good word for you.
Oh, yeah.
Well, look, let me get dressed, eh? Yeah. Come on, open the door.
Yep. Hello, Terry. How you doing? Oh, sorry. I can't do anything today. Look, I'm understaffed. Yeah. Hang on a minute. Hey, can you answer that for me, my son? Yeah, look. The uniform have nicked my DC. Yes, Dashwood. And I'm up to my eyeballs.
It's for you.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Get in there with him, Yorkie.
Let him get his trousers on first.
Go on.
Come on now, Mr. Archer. Don't be shy. You must have got your trousers on by now. Mr. Archer!
In.
He's bloody gone!
Oh, God. Told you to get in here. Archer! Get her in the bag! Okay. Come on, out of it! Oi! Come on! Off.
Yes, the law, isn't it? Spoil it.
Right crap you are.
In loving memory. Why didn't you dump it somewhere? Anywhere?
I couldn't. The lady gave it to me. Found it on her front doorstep. What could I do but bring it in?
So you were in dead lumber there, Sarge?
Back out on the streets. Go on.
Yes, sir.
Oh, what am I going to do with the bloody thing? No name on it, nothing.
I think it's a CID job myself.
No chance. I'm in enough trouble as it is with this Wally.
All right, lads.
Sarge, just a man. There's a burglary gone down in the book. One for the CID.
I'm not on duty, Taffy, right?
Oh, yeah, but knowing how keen you are, Sarge, I thought you might just like to sort of pop out and do this one before going off on your marine pub crawl.
Fishing trip, Edwards.
Oh.
Mark it down to Dashwood. He's got nothing to do.
Should have known better, Mike. Oldest trick in the book.
It was my fault, sir.
It was both your faults, and if it comes that you both be up before the governor.
He was on the first floor.
Simple, mundane arrest. And you two have to cock it up.
He went down that wall like a... He went down that wall like a squirrel, sir.
Let me go out again. Then I can get him.
Got too many other things on today.
Well, just half an hour.
No. It wasn't our job from the start. If it wasn't for this bloody fishing trip, we wouldn't got involved at all. Go on, answer it.
Yes, CID. Yeah. It wasn't Mike's fault, sir.
You, my son, will be up very early tomorrow morning with some other wooden top off your relief. And you'll drag Archer out of bed if he's still there. Trousers or no trousers, yes?
Shut. Attempted armed robbery, sawn-off shotgun job.
Tell the officer all about it and I'll see you later on the station, all right?
What, again?
Every word, please.
All right. Well, it was like this. I came out of that factory gates over there, looked to me right, not a dicky bird, looked to me left, just about to pull out, when this geezer sticks a shotgun under me hooter.
It's only that idiot we went to nick this morning.
It's a bit extreme for a poacher, isn't it? Shooting at a fleeing milk float.
The description's bang on. You heard what that bloke said, Gov.
If it is Archer, where did he get the weapon from?
There was no sign of any gun when we went to nick him. He must have had it in the bedroom and then stuck it under his jacket when he made a run for it.
Under his jacket? What am I going to do with you, Dashers?
I just didn't think he had it in him, Gov. Not to perform with a gun like that.
Change your character, that's what you get. Bloke like Archer grows in stature of a shooter, and I've got him roaming all over this manor thanks to you and that Yorkshire twit. Have they left that fishing trip yet?
No, not until about 10.
Let's get on the air then. I'm afraid we're going to have to ruin their day. The fishermen of England.
That probably come from a screwing. They didn't know what they'd nicked, and when they did realise it, they just dumped it on the nearest doorstep.
Wish I could get rid of it that easy.
Bob.
Between the creeps.
I'm going up the pub for a while out of the way. You know Galloway, if he spots me hanging about here, he'll have me doing some of the outstanding cars I've got upstairs.
Drink before opening time? That's against the law, Sergeant Roach. Disciplinary offence.
You know what you can do about that, don't you, eh?
It's not a bad idea, that, Ted. I'll tell you what, I'll join you in a minute. I just want to make a quick phone call.
Yes.
Oh, thank God, someone's about to do some work.
Sergeant Roach.
What?
DI's on the line.
I'm not here.
Thank you very much.
You said you wanted to get rid of it, Sarge.
Right. I'll get Ackland to try registry. Get some correspondence on the man. I want to find someone who knows him or has dealt with him.
Right, and I'll get down the DHSS then.
Good. I'll try medical and mental. You never know. He might be on own leave from some loony bin.
Probably thinks he's Wyatt Earp.
Whatever he thinks he is, let's get him before he does any more damage. Hollis?
Sir?
See Sergeant Roach.
Oh, he's still about somewhere, sir.
Find him, will you?
Go, all right, if I take the pool car.
Yeah.
What have you been up to then?
Oh, nothing.
Well, what's this? Had an accident?
No, I went in the front office and I got ordered to clean up somebody else's mess, and it's supposed to be me day off.
Oh.
That's my lot for today.
That's your lot for today. I do like a lady who knows when she's had enough. I never sussed you as a speeder, Mr. Cryer. Never a month for Sunday.
You call a 20p win Yankee tax-paid gambling?
Ain't your style, somehow.
Must be the first bit I've had in about 3 months.
What they all say.
See you tomorrow.
Yep, oh, there you go, love.
Right, you're going to take this one bit, you're going to redecorate the shop.
You're the sort of lucky punter can have it all here. How can I show my face down a club? Can you imagine Sergeant Bob Cryer, local old Bill, scoops a Yankee? Ain't on, is it? Not me.
That'll be the day.
What are you? Pick up with a pin. You have got a lot of plunkers here.
Remember, if it weren't for people like me, Yucky, you'd go skint.
Huey!
Oh, fishing.
Yeah, well, don't look so surprised, Sadie. You know, every man's got to have a hobby.
Most men have got more than one, if you know what I mean.
Gotta relax, babes. You know, you can't keep banging your head against the wall.
It wasn't eggs I was thinking of.
You dirty. That's the trouble with you women, you know. You got one-track minds. Are you sure you won't have one? Trouble.
What? Hey, drink up. The governor wants you.
I'm not here.
All right, Sarge, but don't say I didn't tell you.
What was that break there? Oh, well. Good luck.
You know as well as I do, I can't give you that kind of information.
Look, Mrs. O'Hara, we're having a spot of bother with Archer at the moment. Otherwise, I wouldn't be asking. There could be a serious crime involved.
Could be, or is.
He's running round the manor with a shotgun. All I'm really asking is, have you got another address for him?
Montgomery House is what appears on our records.
Has he got a mother or a sister? Any sort of relative that he might have gone running to?
So now you're asking for somebody else's address.
All I'm asking is, will you help me catch a dangerous nutter?
I can't hand out that sort of information willy-nilly, especially not about third parties, even if I had any.
Okay, let's forget about third parties. Tell me what he's doing in temporary housing.
That's something you'd have to take up with the housing department. We have nothing to do with housing or rehousing. It's not our responsibility.
Then let's talk about what is. Now, you're involved with Archer over welfare benefits.
I don't recall having said so.
You want me to make formal application?
I'd be a lot happier if you would.
I'm trying to save time.
Or bend the system.
Mrs. O'Hara, the man is out there running wild. We don't know where, and we'd like some help. Anything. Just some clue or other. Preferably before someone gets hurt.
All right. The Archers first appeared in the borough a year ago. They moved into a derelict caravan on a council tip. Social services visited. They found Archer scavenging for food. You can imagine the environment. Rats, filth, no water. Eventually, housing forcibly evicted them into Montgomery House.
And where do you come into it?
I visited the flat. Social services were recommending additional benefits.
Apart from unemployment and supplementary benefit, you mean?
This is not private information. I'm just trying to help, love. Thank you. I'll do the same for you sometime. I'm cancelling your day off.
Oh, come off it!
Why? What's the panic?
Emergency. I want all your lads on standby.
Oh, you can't do that. The coach is outside, ready to go.
I'm not arguing. I need your lads.
Sir, you can get extra manpower from division.
I could.
All you got to do is pick up the phone.
It's down to us, our mistake.
Excuse me,
Oh,
sir.
come on. Now, you know this coach trip has been booked for months.
Honestly, Gov, it has.
Sir, there's been another armed robbery.
Now do you want to argue?
I am a busy man. There are a lot of other calls I could be going to.
Yeah, you ought to go to the hospital, Lucky.
I don't want to go down the hospital, all right?
They're calling you stumpy if someone doesn't have a look
I'm
at
not
that
going down the hospital, that's final.
He don't want to know. He doesn't want to know. He doesn't want to know.
Thanks anyway.
That's down to him.
You ought to see your doctor. Get some of those pellets taken out before it goes septic.
Get me up a penknife like your geezer back there. I'll make some disinfectant on it, it'll be all right.
Tell me more about the man with the shotgun. Tell me exactly what he said.
Well, that's it. I mean, he didn't say nothing. He walked in, he stuck the shooter under the glass there. I thought, hello, I ain't gonna mess about with this geezer. He had that look in his eyes, Mr. Galloway.
What look?
You must have seen it. Guy was in the corner when you walked out the shop.
Sergeant cried over things on his mind. Didn't you, Sergeant Crime?
Oh, I remember someone else being in the shop.
Against the wall, over there. I didn't see his face, though.
Well, if you had, you'd have known. You got a loony on your hands here, gents. Bleeding loony.
Go on, what happened then?
Well, I said, OK, so you want some dough. And I put my hands out to reach for the till, like this. And he's gone bush, squeeze the trigger.
He never said a word to you?
This geezer does his talking with a shotgun. Tell you, when I got up off the floor, seen he'd scarpered, I could have said a prayer, Mr. Galloway. Honest, straight up.
Do us a favour, Rookie. Give us a couple of minutes, all right?
Yeah, all right. I can do it with me and tea towel anyway.
Outside.
You sure you're going to get the ambulance?
No, I'm all right.
Bob?
What did you find out? The man's a loner. Diddycoy background.
Used to be a caravan-dwelling roadside scrap metal dealer, if you want the full title.
Who's telling this, you or me?
Oh, this is so.
Sorry, sir. Socially inadequate, can't adapt.
Is that all you got?
Well, nobody knows him personally.
Well, if Archer's still got some gypsy in him, he'll head for the hills when he's ready.
Very likely, Ted. That's what he does in between worries me. Mike, circulate him over the air again, in case someone's missed the message.
Already done.
Do it again. I'm going back to the Nick, Bob. Stay here with Ted. If Archer's spotted, I want some experience on hand.
What experience?
Well, you know, poaching and fishing go together.
Very good.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll probably be quicker, Mrs. Roberts, if you brought it into the station personally. Yeah.
Sierra Oscar 600, you see me, over?
Yeah, can you hold on a minute, Mrs. Roberts? Loud and clear, Jim, over.
As soon as he walked into the shop, I knew he was up to no good.
Now listen, Jim, Archer was seen a
Did
few
he have a
months
gun?
ago, over.
No.
Was he alone?
Yes, he was about to hold up a shop but got frightened away, over.
And you didn't see a gun?
Ah, well, he had something under his coat.
She
I
must know
said, what do
exact
you want? And
location.
then some more people come into the shop.
Do you know where we are, sir?
So everybody crowded round him. He must have got scared because she pushed his way at the back and had it away on his toes.
The location, sir?
Oh, Dickinson Parade, number 24.
It's 24 Dickinson Parade, over.
24 Dickinson Parade.
Send an area car out there. I'll get hold of Galloway.
Yes, Jim, I got that. Thank you.
4. And tell Carver to be careful. I don't want any heroes.
Yes, Jim, I read you. R5. Please wait. Over.
9.
Please wait, over.
Any cars in the vicinity Dickinson Parade? Sierra Oscar, over.
Hold it, Jim, just come outside. 24 Dickinson Parade, over. Robbie!
You right, mate? I'm all right. Just go get the bastard.
You, ambulance, move! You look after him.
Go to 24 Dickinson Parade.
Can I help you, sir?
I've lost my wife, officer.
Lost her, sir?
Mary Louise Milner.
That's your wife's name, is it, sir?
Yes.
Mary Louise Milner, sir?
Yes.
Could you hold on a minute, sir?
I'll come back if
It's all right, sir. Just hang on. Sunhill Police, is Inspector Galloway still there? Ah. Sergeant Roach? Yeah, he'll do. If you would. You say you've lost her, sir?
20 years ago. Next week.
Ted, Archer's been sighted.
I'll leave it out. Will you come to see him on the phone?
You're standing in my scene of crime, treading over what might be vital clues.
Yeah, go on. Dickinson Parade. Yeah, okay, we're on our way.
We in business?
We're in business. Come on.
I'll give you a hand if you like.
Come on, Dashes.
Please yourself.
Sorry about that. Do you mind starting again?
Yes. I've come about my wife. She died 20 years ago.
I'm very sorry about that, sir. What can I do for you?
I've come at a bad time, haven't I?
It's all right. You carry on.
I'm Ernest Milner, by the way.
How can I help you, Mr. Milner?
Someone's taken her ashes.
Her what, sir?
Her ashes.
No information on injuries. PC Carver's chasing him on foot.
Where? God, there's some bloody idiots about, eh?
Now, which direction, over?
I think it's Markston.
Come on, come on.
Markston Avenue.
Take a right here, Ted.
No, it's the next
No,
one.
come on, trust me, right here.
Oh, all right.
watch it. Ted?
Well, it wasn't my fault. He was on the wrong bloody lane.
Bloody
Stop! Ted,
Hey, what's
Ted,
that?
there.
Here. All units to the vicinity of Conveyor Place. Conveyor Place, over. Inspector Galloway from Sierra Oscar 5. Do you read me?
Come off, mate, come off! Now, come on, pal. Come on, pal, you're not doing yourself any favours. Ease off. Come on, kids, come on. Come on, come on.
Up there.
He's armed. Okay, put the gun down. Let her go. Come on. It's okay. Take it easy. Take it easy.
June, I've been trying to get Inspector Galloway. He should be on his way to the Nick by now. Tell him we have a hostage situation. Also, tell Sergeant Penny I want increased manpower. Over?
Yes, Sarge, leave it with me. Yeah. Viv, here, take over for a moment, will you?
I'll leave that, June.
If it turns up,
Sarge.
we'll let you know.
Thank you.
Yes.
Get back behind the wall. Go on, move it.
Pete, stay where you are. Don't move.
Mike.
All right, over.
Listen, he's in this end flat here.
We should have more help here in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, listen, Mike. Get those uniformed officers to block the exit. I don't want anybody going in or out. Not in front of the window. Go around the back of the houses.
And I'll get a cordon put up around here,
Listen,
all right?
I don't want anyone in front of that window. I want Archer to feel completely isolated.
There are all elderly people in that building, Ted. I think we should evacuate it before we do anything else. And these houses over here as well, yeah?
Yeah, well, I leave that to you, all right?
Yeah, OK, I'll get Carver on it. Jimmy!
Oh, and listen, Bob. What about Frank?
Oh, I don't know. They take him to the hospital. Look, get old...
Look, if you nicked him, you must know something. What inquiries did you make? Well, find the papers then. Look, hang on a minute, just hang on. Here. Excuse me, could you answer that phone for us? That one there, yeah. Cheers, ta. Look, I'm right in the middle of taking a statement. Look, it's a phone in there. When you find them, call me back straight away.
Says he's the chief superintendent or something.
I won't do better than that. I'll have to talk to your governor.
Hello, WPC Ackland.
Thank you.
No, sir, no, you've got the right extension.
It's nothing to worry about, love. Just a little bit of excitement.
We're just going to move you into the day room, that's all right?
Ted? Ted? Mike, what's been done?
Everything possible, Gov. Ted's been running the show. He's doing all right.
Very nice.
You heard anything about Frank?
It's going to be okay.
Good.
You know he's taken a hostage?
Go on.
Mrs. Knowles, Mrs. Sissy Knowles, who's 70-odd. According to the women I've just been talking to, she's a very timid lady. You know, she lives on her own. She gets frightened very easily. Apparently, she got mugged a couple of months ago.
Poor old dear. What about the kids?
Well, we're taking care of them. Would you believe that the parents are all on a day trip to Boulogne?
Perhaps it's better out the way.
Thanks, mate. You're still quiet. That's the apartment over there. Ground floor and on the left there. See, now the windows all face this way, so he's blind on the other side.
Found an observation point yet?
No, that was my next move.
What about the house up there? Have you covered the back yet?
Mike?
Yeah, yes.
Has he made any demands yet? Anything?
No, nothing. It's dead quiet in there.
Not literally, I hope.
Yeah.
Now, the chief super's on his way, so let's get things moving. Mike, ring Sergeant Penny, get some shooters sent out here.
What about some marksmen from the yard?
Leave that to me. I want to play it as low-key for as long as possible.
And don't...
Also...
And don't put it over the air, eh? Use the telephone on the corner.
Also, I want someone from C7 sent down here urgent.
Well, how much shall I tell him?
For the time being, just say I want a telephone link up with the apartment. And when Archer's ready to speak, it'll be to us or nobody. You got it, my son?
Yeah.
See you back here. Right. Now, Ted,
I've got a flight papers, but that's the man you want to talk to over there. If you tell him, the man in the dark jacket. Hollis, I want an ambulance.
He's found us.
Are you the warden?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to bother you, sir. We have an emergency. There's a man with a gun holding one of your neighbours hostage.
I was wondering what all the fuss was about. Who's he got?
It's a Mrs. Knowles, sir.
Well, it's a pity he's not a woman over there.
But we're moving everyone out for safety reasons.
Not me or not.
Sir?
Excuse me, sir? I'll check my records if you like, but I'm sure Mrs. Knowles isn't under the doctor. She's certainly not visited by the day nurse.
What about relations, other than the daughter and the son-in-law?
I can't tell you that offhand. I'll get me little book.
I want that phone number now, Mr. Hickman, as quick as possible, please.
Yeah. It's all right, Roy. We've got it. Any movement there?
Nothing. You say you've got that number?
Yeah.
What do you reckon? Give it a try?
Yeah, why not?
Now, if it goes on for some time, these old people will require temporary accommodation. Yes.
Don't argue with them, tell them. Come on, tell them.
Right, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Sir, it's the Press Bureau. They've had some calls about PC Frank being shot. They want to know if there's a connection with the siege.
Well, stall them until we got some more information.
Sir, hello?
Well, yes, of course.
Yes.
Friends and relations who live
They want to know if you're on scene, sir.
Shortly. Tell them I'll speak to them at the earliest opportunity after I've called in at the hospital.
Okay, thanks.
And don't tell them any more than that.
When are we going to get this extra manpower?
It'll be here. Don't worry.
Ted, you got the house fixed up yet?
Yep.
They got a phone?
Yep.
Great, let's go. Don't forget to follow the van, Miles, son.
Don't dilly-dally on the way, Constable.
There you are.
Thank you.
Would you like some biscuits?
No, thanks.
Could you leave us now, love? Please.
We've never had anything like this here before.
Thank you, Mrs. Baker.
It's ringing. Mr. Archer? This is Detective... I think we'll have to try something else.
Frank was lucky only catching the edge of fire. If it had been a bit lower, he might have lost his John Thomas.
Oh, trust you to think of that.
If Galloway sees me, I'm sure to get the blame for all this lot.
Use you as cannon fodder, Yorkie.
Listen, my son, stick your head through this letterbox.
Archer? Can you hear me? Archer, is Mrs. Knowles all right?
Say we're not doing it!
Can I come in and talk to you?
No!
Then let me come in and talk to Mrs. Knowles. There's no harm in that.
You go away and leave me alone!
Listen, Russell. Put the phone back on the hook. You're going to have to talk to somebody sometime. Do you hear me?
Bloody hell!
I don't think he wants to talk to you, Gov.
Listen to that lot. Need a bloody chainsaw to get in through that way now.
It's up there, sir. Right, thank you.
Let's have you, darling.
Please.
Please.
Well?
Request from Sergeant Cryer. If this siege business isn't wrapped up by tonight, would you stay on and do some sandwiches for the troops?
Of course I will.
Thanks, love.
What about Paul robbing Frank? Any news?
We don't know yet.
Sir? D.I. Andrews, C7.
Ah, good.
About time.
Right,
What's the position?
this is D.I. Galloway. He set up most of what you can see. He's also tried to contact the man Archer once. The warden's drawn this up. Chairs, table, television set.
Do we know where the phone is?
Yes, it's on the wall here. It's got a connection to the skirting board.
And what's this at the back, sir?
Ah, a window. That's handy.
Yes?
It's a nice advantage if you can get Archer on the phone. Then we know exactly where he is if we have to rush the place.
Yes, well, I hope it doesn't come to that. I've got Inspector Galloway and his men standing by in case.
Sorry. Just to tell you, I looked at my book. Mrs. Knowles is not under the doctor. And her nephew lives not far away, so I took the liberty of ringing him. Is that all right?
Thank you, Mr. Hickman. If you could leave us now, please.
Certainly. You know where I am if you require anything.
Thanks, mate.
I'll, thanks.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Hickman. Very kind of you. Try and be more careful, Roach, when there are members of the public about.
Sorry, sir.
There's still one down there.
It's that ground floor one on the extreme left.
Thank you, sir.
Have you been drinking, Roach?
Oh, drinking, sir? Me? No, sir, no.
So, if I fix the phone so no matter what he dials, he gets us, will that do for now?
Yes, we've got to make contact with him, certainly.
Right, sir. Let's see what we can do for you.
Bet said it's only worms. Oh, she don't go around biting your bum if it's only worms.
Give me some stick gun. Have you ever had it? When? Oh, it's
I'll never shop at that supermarket
Meals on
again.
Wheels, officer.
Oh, you can't come through here, madam.
I've got 10 elderly people to feed. If they don't get their dinner, they'll kill me.
And if I let you through, my detective inspector will kill me, madam.
Mr. Archer, Chief Superintendent Brownlow. Don't put the phone down, Mr. Archer. I'd like to sort this business out without anybody getting hurt. I don't want anyone to get shot. How's Mrs. Knowles?
She's all right, as long as you leave her alone.
All right, all right. All right, Mr. Archer. Whatever you wish. Look, if there's anything you need, cigarettes, food or anything, or if you just want to talk to somebody, just pick up the phone, all right? Do you understand that? Early days.
How long are we going to give him?
I'll call again in 5 minutes. Then every 2 minutes. It's imperative that we get a dialogue going.
All right, you two, out of it.
What's happening, sir? Do we know?
Nothing.
Do you mind if we stay, Sergeant? Not seen anything like this before.
Nothing's gonna happen.
Come on, out of it. Take a break, will you? There's too many of us here already.
Sarge.
Right, what do you want me to do?
Well, heads down, make a dash for the other side of the door, and then try and find some cover.
Where am I gonna find cover across there? There's nothing.
What do you want to do? Draw straws?
I intend to keep this situation as low-key as possible. I don't want those guns drawn, Roy, unless it's absolutely necessary. I hope you've instructed Roach and Dashwood to that effect. Particularly Roach. Yes, Mr. Archer?
Get hold of Sergeant Cryer. I want to speak to him.
Sergeant Cryer? Just hold on a minute. He wants to speak to you, Bob.
Me? I don't know, Archer. Why does he want to talk to me?
Well, don't worry about that. Get on the phone.
Come on, speak to him.
Sergeant Cryer.
You come to the door alone. I'll speak to you. No else.
Will you say that again, Mr. Archer? You want me to come to the door alone? Is that right? Mr. Archer?
Look, when the door opens, give us a sign, scratch your nose or something.
That's what the Chief Super said. Low key.
That's the way it's going to be. We might not get another chance, Bob.
No, I'm going to do this one my way. I don't want any interference from anybody.
Bet you cock it up.
And if I do talk my way in, I don't want you coming through the window on the end of a bit of rope or anything stupid like that.
Your funeral, pal.
Yeah? Just don't let Tom Penny get hold of my ashes.
What's happening now?
Archer's ready to chat, we think. What you waiting for, Bob?
See you then.
Good luck.
right, mister, this, Russell. Where's the lady?
Go on, get it!
Can I put my hands down now?
Don't you try nothing clever!
All right, love?
All right, sit down. And you?
Why me?
No, John, I'm in a betting shop. I didn't know no one else to talk to.
I don't like phones. I don't like talking to people I can't see.
The line's dead.
He's probably cut you off.
Yep. What's happened?
We've lost contact.
Then I think we ought to make arrangements to hit the place.
Sergeant Cryer has the ideal temperament for dealing with a situation like this. I'm banking on him coming up trumps.
Why don't you give yourself up, Russell? It's the easiest way out. Look, I don't want to see anyone else hurt. Why don't you give yourself up now while you've got a chance? Look, I can't promise you anything.
You can't promise me nothing! I'm still alive because I got you too!
You're cornered, Russell. Can't you see that? You're not going anywhere.
Yeah, well, you wait till tonight when it's dark and your mate's outside. Then I'll find out who's cornered.
Switch the telly on, Russell. Don't take my word for it. See for yourself. Go on, the news will be on soon. See what you're up against.
Switch it on. Go on!
Yeah, the hospital took the pellets out and a local anaesthetic.
And then some clever sod comes along and nicks the urn, would you believe?
How come he got away with it? Well, it was just too far away to do any serious
Well, I was going
damage.
to, and then this Archer business blew up.
Yeah, the doctor said he was very lucky.
So, he's coming on
Yeah,
later,
if it had been
later
a
on
pistol,
tonight.
it would have been
See
a
you.
different story.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, OK, see ya. Sarge!
On night duty. Hey, look, now look, what about deployment of troops down at the scene? Do they want me to relieve anybody with some of mine?
Sarge, when am I going to be relieved?
I've felt that, Polish. No, stay on standby. That's the Chief Super's orders.
So I do nothing?
No, for the time being.
Sarge, I really am dying to go to the toilet. Can't someone relieve me?
No!
Oh, God.
I don't think we can leave it much longer, sir. We must do something.
There have been no further shots.
Look, he could have a knife at both their throats. They could both be dead by now.
I'm going to give it another 10 minutes.
Look, I've got some other equipment in the car, sir. Could help us listen in on what's going on. It'll take a little while to set up, though.
Why don't let me have another go at the letterbox? At least we'll know if he's got some more ammunition left.
Yeah, it's all right. Roy, nothing else. Nothing smart, all right? And Roy, be careful.
Ourselves, you filth, eh? Why they come out like men?
There you are, Russell. On telly, in the headlines.
He shot a policeman.
No, it'll be all right, love. Don't worry. That's right, Russell.
That's me, isn't it?
You shut up!
Now, that's what you're up against, Russell. Got no chance.
You sit down!
Behind me, a sadly all too familiar scene. Police marksman, a waiting crowd, an anxious body of police officers.
What's happening?
There was a crash. It sounded like glass. We've got to do something. We can't go on like this.
It seems hell of a time.
Look, I'm going to have another go at the broom handle, see if I can get some response.
Hang on a minute, Gov. There was a Meals on Wheels van. Tried to get through that cordon earlier. I've held it there. What do you think? All right, love.
Right.
Come on, sit down. Just sit down, sit down. It was a stupid thing to do.
You come crashing in here, copper, and you'll be the first one to guess.
I come in here to help you. You carry on talking like that, chummy, and I'm going to ditch you fast.
What are you talking about? You ain't got me, I got you.
Don't be stupid. Do you think for 1 minute they're going to let you walk out of here without me? I'm your passport, Russell Archer, and you better believe it. Go on, do it.
You're getting on my nerves, Copper.
You panicking? Huh? Go on. You know what it's about. You've seen animals panicking often enough, haven't you, eh?
What do you know about it, eh? Eh? You've been hunted, have you? Eh? Have you? You know what it's like to be moved on, eh? Again and again. You can get away from me, you dirty bastard.
You've got to fix the dress.
Move on, you bloody tinker.
But nobody's moving you on.
Who said I wanted to live there, eh? I didn't want to live there.
You should have talked to somebody.
Who? Hey, who's going to talk to the likes of me, eh?
I think you better talk to me, Russell. Come on now, before it's too late. Eh?
What will they do to me if I give myself up?
I wouldn't kid you, Russell. You have to go out before the call.
Yeah, they put me inside, wouldn't they? I couldn't stand that. I'll kill myself first.
No, it doesn't have to be that way. Give yourself up now. Be in your favour. Can you see that? You haven't been in trouble before, apart from the poaching. No record of violence. I'd speak up for you. Come on. About you, Sissy.
Yeah.
Some of your uniform lads are letting a van through the cordon.
Come on, Russell. Hey? Come on, give me the gun. Come on, Russell. It's all over. Come on. Give me the gun, eh? Come on.
What's that van doing?
Be the Meals on Wheels lady. She's late.
What do you expect with all this going on? Come on, Russell. Give me the gun. Come on.
Standing by.
Nurse Ackland, something must have happened.
It's a trick! You lied to me!
Go.
Russell, hand me the gun. Quickly!
Give himself up! Who's going to give me the gun? Can't you see that?
You believe that, Bob? You're a fool. A bloody fool.
Going out in pairs today then, mate?
Agony, is it, Reg? Oh, no, Sarge. It just catches me now and again.
Only a prize Wally would hurt himself on a shield training course.
Yeah, well, if I wanted to do PT, I'd have joined the SAS, wouldn't I?
Yeah, he who dares ricks his back.
Very useful thing, that, Reg. Yeah, for a fit man.
Sandhill Police Station, good morning.
Oh, hello, yes. This is Roger Philpott, City Farm.
Yes, Mr. Philpott.
Sorry to bother you, but we've had a break-in. A couple of our pigs are missing.
Right, would you just like to hold on a moment, sir? Sarge?
Yeah?
2 of our pigs are missing.
What?
It's a City Farm. They've had a breakout.
I think they got the wrong pig.
We'll be with you as soon as possible, Taff, for raising assistance.
Yeah, well, what's the bloody hold-up?
Transport.
A bloody pig?
That's
right.
On a few seconds.
Well, why can't the guy from the farm pick it up?
Apparently he's only got a mini.
Well, the Sherpa's loaded up, Sarge.
Get it unloaded.
Well, hurry up, because Taffy's got its cornered. I'll get Jimmy Carver to meet you at Pound Place. Get Jimmy for me, will you? All right? He's good with kids. He's probably good with animals.
Yeah, well, if it shits all over the van, I'm not cleaning it out.
Yes, you are.
Over.
Rather them than me, Sarge. Pigs bite, you know.
Excuse
me. Oh, hello. Roger Philpott from the farm. Oh, good. Which one have you got? Oh, it's Plonk. No sign of pickle, I suppose.
Having fun, Taff?
About bloody time.
Go on, Jimbo, get in there.
Piggy! Pig! Careful, please. Pigs are very sensitive to stress. Pig, pig, pig. You haven't seen another one on your travels, have you?
Eh?
This one's Plump. Pickle's still at large.
No sweat, we'll put out in all units. What's its reg number?
Piggy! No, steady, steady.
Go on, you great girls' blouse. Here, how are we going to get it in a bleeding van?
I'm not using that door as a ramble, Sammy.
Clever, Dick.
Got him! If you could just keep him in the corner. I don't... Oh, hold it! Hold it now. Hold it. Right there. In you go, love. Get him out.
Oh, come on, bloody hell. Come on out. You got hose, love? There you go, Taff. Get the hose.
Oh, no, mate. You're the driver.
What are you talking about? I thought you was brought up on a farm.
Yeah. Welsh woolies, not English pigs.
Prat.
Mr. Philpott. Mr. Philpott. You've really thrown my egg deliveries this morning.
Look, we haven't yet established...
Here,
how
hold these for me, would you?
Mr. Philpott, we haven't yet established how the pigs escaped.
They didn't escape. Somebody let them out.
Oh, yeah?
Oh. Come and look. The sty door had been opened, and, well, pigs don't use wire cutters. We're lucky we only lost Plonk and Pickle.
So it was vandals, was it?
Animal Life League, I think. Well, we've had a few letters lately. Meat is murder, that kind of thing. You're not a vegetarian, are you?
Oh, no, I'm Welsh, I eat anything.
Quite right. Pragmatism's the only sane approach.
Mr. Philpott, you haven't still got them, have you, the letters?
Oh, no.
Well, then we haven't got much else to go on, I'm afraid. Of course, we'll do the best we can.
And that's it, is it?
Well, I'm sorry, sir.
Well, Pickle's still missing, you know. Well, you may not think it's serious, but she's a very important member of our community.
No, it's not a question of what I think, sir. As I say, we'll do the best we can.
Well, thanks, then. Sorry to have been a nuisance.
You finished yet, Muzz?
Golly, no!
Oops.
All done, then?
No, mate, you missed the top half.
Want to lift back to your beat?
Oh, thanks very much. You might at least say sorry.
Good stuff, that makes your toes curl. How'd they get out, then?
The Nutty Brigade cut a hole in the fence. At least that's what he reckons. Anyway, there's enough all to go on.
Right, he's had his 20 minutes, then on to the next. You coming or what? Where do you want dropping off?
Larry's. I could do with a cup of tea.
Oh, stick your feet outside, can't you?
Morning, Tuff.
Oh, what did that, Larry?
What have you been doing?
Resting a pig, as it happens.
Never, not you, Tough. Not before breakfast. Full breakfast for Tough.
No, Larry, I'll just have a cup of tea. Better get back out on the street, eh?
No breakfast?
No tap.
No breakfast for Tough.
Here, you haven't got a runaway pig on the premises, have you?
A runaway pig? No. Plenty of dead flies, though.
This poxy overtime thing's getting silly. I've gone 2 months now with bugger all. Hey, up, it's Bruce Lee.
Yeah, you'll see when you go on it. It will cripple half the force.
Overtime's not all right, though.
Yeah, well, right or not, I've had a cut in wages. A big cut. Full breakfast, please, having a cup of tea.
Cheer up, Mus. Money's everything, you know.
True. There is sex.
Oh, is there? Cup of tea and a bacon sandwich, please, love.
Now, Welsh hermits like Taffy can afford to ponce around all day. Some of us have got commitments. What we really need is another good murder.
Well, do us a favour, will you?
It's true. And if there was one, you'll be in there copping like the rest of us. So would Jimbo.
Aye?
Trouble is, there's too many hypocrites in this job.
Well, no one can say that about you, Pete.
This is true. You must always call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
Anyway, you must have made a bomb out of miners' strike. Just spent more time in Yorkshire than I have.
Yeah, but bloody Scargill gave up too soon, didn't he? My American holiday was only half paid for.
Well, you shouldn't have blown most of it on a new bike then, should you?
Didn't you put some away for the taxman?
Taxman? What you talking about?
Your picket money.
He's had his share. Well, pay as you earn, you prat, or don't they tax beads and mirrors?
We're only taxed at the basic rate. If you earn over the limit, they claw it back. Later.
He's winding me up. Here, Sarge.
Yes, Muswell.
You know our money from the miners' strike?
How could I ever forget?
We paid the tax on it, haven't we?
Yeah. Apart from super grabbers like you.
No.
Ted, when Inspector Galloway comes in, can you ask him to have a rethink on this expenses claim? There's no way I can pass that, I'm afraid.
Henry, have you read this lot of old bullshit? The recently imposed overtime restrictions will not reduce our operational effectiveness. Although paperwork may get held up, we must all endeavour to be as efficient as possible in the issue of reports to whichever department.
I drafted it.
Yeah, well, paperwork's the only bloody thing that doesn't get held up round here.
Perhaps if your CID brethren were to clock in promptly, there'd be less need for overtime.
Dash was out on a job.
Well, he's not booked out on the duty state. Already.
Pedantic little twat. Oh, dear. CID, DS Roach. He's not here at the moment. Can I help? Sorry, mate. Barry Blades what? Just a minute. Barry Blades, immigration.
Hello, Barry. Roy. Sorry I didn't get back to you yesterday. That's OK. Is it all fixed up? Yeah, no problem. What time are you going to be out past 11, yeah? Yeah. OK, well, just see the duty sergeant if I'm not around, OK? Cheers. Cheers, mate.
Immigration, what do they want?
You putting all the Irish in your first?
Oh, very droll.
What's this? Operational overtime? Where's Mike?
The con artist with the wardrobe. He's checking up on a list of people who knew Miss Clark and who had a key to the flat.
Well, hasn't he done that yet?
Well, he was told he couldn't do overtime yesterday. We both were.
Who by?
Who do you think? You weren't here at the time.
Bloody ridiculous. What are you up to today, then?
Pursuing inquiries on the credit card job.
Any danger of an arrest?
Not imminent, no.
Well, you want to watch it. Chief Sewer might take you off that case as well.
Well, depending on whether I can get a description confirmed this morning. I wanted to see the girl last night, but...
Right. I'm supposed to be briefing a divisional planning meeting, and then I'm off to Bethnal Green Nick. So I'll see you later, all right?
That's another thing that doesn't get held up. Planning. It's all planning and bloody paperwork.
Well, don't tell me, mate. Tell that lot at the Dream Factory, all right?
Oh, by the way, Happy Henry has turned up. This didn't get past the censor, I'm afraid.
What's the matter? Didn't I claim enough?
Is there a black market in carbon paper here or what? I never find a scrap when I want of it.
Ah, right, sir. Yes, that's fine. We can keep an eye on that, baby. Yes.
Right. Would you just like to sign here, then?
Yeah, but what about the rest?
The other stuff's still the subject of inquiries, I'm afraid.
Yeah, but it wasn't stolen.
Well, as soon as the title's been cleared, we'll notify you.
And how long would that be?
I'm sorry, I really can't say. We won't hold it any longer than we need to.
Oh, like hell. The next time I come in, you'll go
Reg,
missing altogether.
if you're going to walk around all day with that bit of paper in your hand, could you change it now and again?
Sarge?
Up yours and all.
I heard a rumour that Emmy Talbot's thinking of retiring.
Yeah, that's right. We're holding a piss up for him in a telephone kiosk.
Yeah, well, how do you see me? I was sort of wondering, as the next Chief Superintendent's clerk?
I can honestly say, Reg, I can't think of anyone more suitable at Sunhill.
Oh, thanks, Archie.
The only problem is, it's not a job for an able-bodied copper.
Ah, no, well, exactly, yeah. I mean, I'm not one to complain, right? But, I was wondering, what about if my back has been permanently damaged?
Match your brain then, won't it? Thanks, Nick.
My pleasure, darling. I'll get some breakfast myself now.
OK, then.
Yeah.
Sunny, police station, good morning.
Morning, Bob.
Hello, Roy.
Keith, hold on.
I forgot to tell you yesterday, Barry Blades Immigration wants to borrow 3 of your lads today.
Blades? Oh,
Yeah, but it won't take long. He's doing a sweatshop down in Caffrey Street. I told him there'd be no problem.
Well, you should have told him we're here to nick villains, not some poor sod who's been born in the wrong country.
Oh, you can tell him yourself. We'll be here at 11:30. All right.
No, it ain't all right. Doing their dirty bloody work for them.
Oh, morning, Roy. Morning, sir. Oh, Roy, did you read my memo?
Memo, sir?
Operational overtime. It should have been in your tray.
Oh, yes, sir. That one.
Oh, good. We'll have a talk about it later on, when Talbot's collated the overtime figures.
Yes, sir. If I can find the time.
We'll make time, shall we, Roy?
Yes, sir.
Right. Morning. Morning. Hello, Howard. Is you back with us?
Yes, sir.
Did you enjoy the course?
I wanted you to spend a few
Good.
minutes just to talk about...
Good morning.
Manager, all right, Grandad?
Right, Mr. Lowe, we'll have somebody there as quickly as possible. Can you just give me the
that van
address
out before you
again?
disappear to your tax haven?
What were those other signs?
That's 17, is it, sir?
Yeah.
OK, then, so
Well, they'll be
thanks
in the
very
same
much.
place then, won't they? Yeah, Surprise.
Sarge,
Yeah?
disturbance at the first shop in Masson Row. Sounds like an animal rights demo.
Where?
Masson Row, 3 beat. Taffy, Sarge.
Oh, you won't raise him. You don't come out of Larry's till 10.
How many of them?
3 in the shop, few outside, mostly women.
I can't get down there.
I'll go.
Can I have your pocketbook, Sarge?
Hang on. Yeah. Call up June. She should be pretty adjacent. You get down there in the van and you go with them.
Hey?
Be careful how you handle it.
Under what, Sarge?
It's not as for wildlife day, Jimbo.
Are you receiving me? Over.
You get the Deutsch, we'll take the queers.
What?
Morning, 101 Oscar, are you receiving me?
Yeah, loud and clear, Viv.
Sarge, Taffy.
That's fine. Just... Back in circulation then, are we, Taffy?
Sorry, Sarge?
Some of your mates are dealing with an incident on your ground. I wondered if you could get along there and give them a hand.
Yeah, where, Sarge?
The fur shop in Masson Row. You remember Masson Row, don't you? Now proceed there, and I'll speak to you later.
Masson Row.
That's right. But don't give yourself indigestion. Over and out.
Poor old Taff.
Poor old Taff, my arse.
Can I have a look at what you're handing out, please, madam? I'm only trying to give it out. No, I just want to
Excuse me, please. Oh, it's hardly South Yorkshire, is it? Better than nothing, I suppose.
Look, I'll handle this. Excuse me, lads.
I don't want to read your damn leaflet.
Do you want these persons on your premises, sir?
Oh, yes, they're very good for custom, very good for my business. Of course I don't.
I shall assist you to remove them. Come on, miss.
Look, we're only trying to put a point of view, for God's sake. Why do you have to come in here?
Do you mind putting it outside?
Yes, we do mind.
Now, look, ladies.
Patronise us, you pig. Fur traders out! Fur traders out! Fur traders out! Fur traders out!
Right, either you leave under your own steam or you get carried out.
Fur traders out!
But you can protest on the pavement.
Fur traders out! 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 Fur traders out!
There will be no fur trade.
Fur traders out! Fur traders out! Fur traders out!
Thank you.
Now, look, ladies, calm it. Anyone who tries to get back in gets nicked for breach of the peace.
Fur traders out!
Fur traders out!
Right, enough!
Fur traders out! Fur traders out! Fur traders out!
Bastards! Let's do it again, no matter how many times you look.
Yeah, no doubt.
They don't like them never, Taffy.
It's out! Come on! Out! First, get off ya! Fascist pigs! Out! Get off ya! Fascist!
It's just a I only just got the bloody car. Oh, yeah, no more calling you all. It was in Larry's. I wasn't in Larry's. Reckon you had a bit of a lot. I bloody wasn't. Look, I've been pounding the beat with pig shit on my trousers for the last 2 bloody hours because of you. You've been dropping me in it with Clive. I'm bloody talking to you. I don't need to, mate. You already knows you're a lazy git.
Shut out!
I was in there 2 minutes and then I was back out on the beat. Look, if you want witnesses, you can ask anybody who was in the cafe.
All right. I'm not going to call you a liar. We should have called you up straight away. But I am not blind and I am not stupid. Now, you do disappear sometimes. Don't you?
Occasionally. Maybe, Sarge.
Are you getting fed up with the job?
No, Sarge.
Well, then start pulling your weight again, right? What are you doing here now? I thought your break was at 9.
I thought maybe I ought to change my trousers. They stink.
Oh, yeah. Frighten you that much, do I? Go on, away you go. But let's give Larry's a miss for a while, shall we?
Yes, Sarge.
Right. Where's the charge sheets? All this was supposed to have...
Charge sheets? Cabinet, Sarge.
Right, what happened? Constable Carver?
Oh, 10 o'clock this morning, I and other officers here present were called to Premier Furs, a clothing shop on Masson Row.
The big brave boys.
Sitting on the floor in the shop were 3 persons, and the proprietor, Mr. Lowe, confirmed were unwanted on the premises. We therefore assisted him to eject them.
Shut up!
The prisoners were arrested when attempting to forcibly re-enter the shop. Such an attempt amounting, in my opinion, to threatening behaviour likely to cause a breach of the peace, Sergeant.
Breach of the peace? There was no breach of the peace till you lot barged in.
You heard what the officer said. Anything sensible you want to add to that?
Yeah. You're all a lot of bastards.
Fine. What about you?
Only that we'll do it again and again until the murder stops.
Well, in that case, I'm afraid we're going to have to look after your property while you stay with us. Do you mind turning out your pockets, please? Could you turn out your pockets?
No, I couldn't.
Ackland, take this lady down to one of the cells and search her, will you? Might as well take the other 2 down and get Martello to give hand.
You're 14-1. Yeah, it's not an easy job, you know. No, to be a chief sweeper's clerk, you have to be... Oh,
Petty, bloody minded.
Sneaky.
Sneaky.
No, able to handle responsibility. You got to take the load off the chief super, advise him, know all the rules and regs.
Is that so?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A good super's clerk is indispensable. It's definitely a job for life.
Well, you better apply then, Reg.
Yeah.
I always thought you should be put away.
Viv, you wanted in the cells? Body search.
Oh, God. You take over here for me, please, Nick.
I'll do a body search for you if you want.
Now, I wouldn't if I was you, mate. You can catch all kinds of stuff nowadays.
The rest will have to come off too, I'm afraid.
And you better take them off then, hadn't you?
Do you enjoy degrading your fellow women?
It's been reported by a Mrs. Lambert, sir. The address is 13 the Hollies, Midgley Walk.
Why are you telling me all this, son? Get hold of DC Dashwood.
Well, I can't, sir. Or Sergeant Roach. And the area council was definitely a job for CID.
Any mention of a wardrobe, was there?
A wardrobe, sir?
Yeah, you know what a wardrobe is, don't you?
Yes, sir, but, no, there's no mention, sir.
All right, I'll look in.
A wardrobe? The time we spend on these loonies, they're more grief than bank robbers.
You able to put up with that row, Sarge?
Till the court tomorrow, we do, yeah. No way I could give them bail. I mean, if I was Jimmy Carver, I'd think about charging one of them with assault.
Morning, Sergeant Cryer.
Morning, Mr. Blades.
Roy Galloway said you'd be expecting me.
Yeah. You want a couple of bods for Caffrey Street, right?
If that's okay.
Well, it isn't, but still. They're upstairs in the canteen at the moment, enjoying a well-earned cup of tea. Just about to join them. Nick, get on to Abe Littleton. Tell him to be at the corner of Commercial and Caffrey Street in about 15 minutes. He knows what it's about.
Sounds all right.
Well, I hope you're not going to be too lucky today. We've got a full house as it is.
So I can hear.
Two teas, please, love.
I'll get these.
Oh, cheers. Now, you're a right pain, your lot. I've got to take men off real police work for this, and I'm stretched enough as it is.
It's a piece of piss. Hardly you been on one of these before?
No, sir.
I'm not expecting any aggro. It's only a small place, as you probably know. My colleague, Greg Simpson.
Hello.
Sorry for the delay, Greg. Had a cup of tea forced on me. Right, you'll follow on in the van then, will you?
Yes, sir.
Oh, and on the way, I just want to stick something in the cleaners. Forgot when I came in this morning.
All right, sir. Why do we have to get this bastard job, eh? Cheaper to use us, isn't it?
PC Littleton.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Snowball. You in on this as well, are you?
OK, I want one of you at the front, one at the back, and one in with us. That better be you as you're the beat officer. And remember, I don't want any of you to do anything. You're just here to ensure there isn't a breach of the peace, right?
Backside of front.
They would be doing the buggers a favour. They'd be better off back in Calcutta. Right, son, gently does it.
Gallagher.
Mr. Dev. My name's Blaze, Mr. Dev. Immigration Department of the Home Office.
Yeah?
I wonder if I could have a chat with some of your employees.
Fewer here than I thought, sir.
Just the iffy ones then, Greg. And straight down the neck.
कौन सी जुबान समझते हो?
मैं हिंदी बात करती हूँ।
तुम्हारा नाम क्या है?
मेरा नाम Mrs. Gupta.
यहाँ
Ain't you got nothing better to do? Need to talk about this.
Nothing to do with me.
तुम्हारा नाम क्या है?
Smith Nilena Chaturji.
तुम मूवमेंट कब आए?
Good. Say, say, इधर
तुम्हारा
है.
पासपोर्ट कहाँ है?
यहाँ.
Mrs. Gupta. And Mrs. Chatterjee. There seem to be more Chatterjees over here than Patels.
जी जुबान समझते हो?
हिंदी।
ये तू शादीशुदा हो?
हाँ।
उसकी नेशनैलिटी क्या है?
हिंदी।
Him, I think. इधर आओ। कुरैया।
तेरा नाम क्या है?
Palermoy.
तने इथे कुम कर दे की ना? चेयर खाएगा?
6 mine.
Malak?
Okay, down a Nick. Tell him not to shit himself. We only want to chat in private.
मेरे नाला.
चलो, काम करो.
You proud of yourself, black man?
$600 from 210. Job's finished, Jim.
Thanks for your help, son.
Anytime. Well done, chaps. Another blow against the black economy.
Cheers, then. Maybe see you lads back at the Nick.
All right. Oh, Snowball, how many times have I told you to use a hanky?
What?
You got gobbled down your back. Here, clean him up and change his loincloth, Jimbo. I've got to make a phone call before we get back to the Nick. There's a box just around the corner, all right? Hold still a minute. Hold still a minute, Abe. There you go. You fancy a drink after work?
What's this, your community relations bit?
Piss off.
And these men delivering the wardrobe knocked on your door at 9:30, you say, Mrs. Dixon?
Yes, that's right. 2 very nice, polite men. Oh, Mrs. Lambert hadn't said she bought a new wardrobe, but she does buy lots of things from Bensham's, and, well, this seems so natural. And I always do let people in for Beryl when she's out. You know, meter readers, television repairs,
So other
and so
people
forth.
know that you've got a key to Mrs. Lambert's house?
Well, yes, I suppose some people.
So, you came along here with the men delivering the wardrobe to Mrs. Lambert's house, and you let them in?
Well, they could hardly leave it in the street.
Please, Mrs. Dixon. Nobody's blaming you.
Could
yes,
we...
do come in, Inspector.
May England chemhine pele ISC, Pamira passport gumgeasi. Jestosne ite anda intazam kitasi, usdana emed he. O Leicester chelagia he, menun petaneho kit he renda he. Kitum coach ho chena chenda he?
Nee.
Etalik.
Right, I'll get his room ready for him.
Fancy cover?
No, I've got to make a phone call, mate.
Another one? So what's going on, Muzz?
Sliding something up.
Oh, yeah, like what?
Never you mind, private.
Well, I'm not going to ask if you're not going to tell.
Just a way of earning a bit extra now. The bloody overtime's up the spout, that's all.
Do what? A part-time job? Moonlighting, you mean?
All right, arsehole, what's his marvellous job then, eh?
Looking after Rich Harris. All the old oil shakes and whatnot. We covered us to London for holiday after Ramadan.
What, you're going to be a minder?
What are you two still doing here? Plays things like I got back hours ago.
Called a traffic search.
Oh, yeah.
Got some writing up to do, Sarge. Well, you told me this morning at parade to keep up to date.
Right. You know, we normally nick blokes for loitering in these places.
Do
Still soaking, are we, Taff?
No.
Well, it's a bit iffy, isn't it? What? What is Arab lark? It's a doddle. Are we doing nights? Just making sure them and their tarts aren't disturbed in their hotel rooms. So how much do you get? 50 quid a night, cash in out. I need that money, Jimbo. Put in a word for you, shall I?
No, thanks, Maz.
How about you, Taff? What? 2 weeks of that, 500 quid. Taxman taken care of. Couple more later on, already paid for. What about your shifts? It fits, doesn't it? I've got to start on the 3rd or I don't get the job. I'm on lates that week, early's the next. Magic. All I've got to do is ring lunchtime and confirm.
I always stay when I let people in for Beryl. I mean, otherwise they might...
It's just knowing that somebody's been in here.
I'd be grateful if you didn't touch anything, Mrs. Lamb, until our scenes of crime officers had a chance to have a look over things. All right. Mrs. Dixon, did they get you to sign a delivery note or anything like that?
Yes, they did.
Now, the letterhead. Did you notice any name or anything that was printed on it?
No, I'm afraid I didn't. They said they were from Bensham's. They delivered a wardrobe. They were only here for a few minutes. I had no reason to suspect anything.
And when did they come back?
About 3/4 of an hour later, and they were very apologetic and said they'd made a mistake. The wardrobe wasn't for Mrs. Lambert after all.
So, you let them back in and they took the wardrobe away?
That's right, but they were only here for a few seconds. I don't see how they could have stolen anything.
I suppose the only really safe thing is not to open the door to anybody. Never go out.
Perhaps I didn't lock the door properly.
No, I'm sure you did, Mrs. Dixon. I think there was a man in the wardrobe.
Balls!
Gov, I've checked out that list of names on the Clark case. You know, the wardrobes.
You're a bit late, Mike. They've just done another one, absolutely identical. It's so cocky it ain't true.
What, even said they were from Bensham's?
Yeah. Get any joy there, did you? It's odds on it's someone in their dispatch department giving names and addresses.
No joy at all. And Bensham's are shut today.
Well, then why didn't you do it last night? It was on your list.
I couldn't, could I? Chief stopping overtime.
Bloody ridiculous. All right, we'll do it another way. Local inquiries. Someone must have seen those jokers or their van. They can't be lucky twice. Hello, Henry. Can I speak to Mr. Brownlow, please?
I'm afraid he's busy at the moment, sir. Can I take a message?
Yeah, I want him to authorise some overtime. Henry?
Does it come within the terms?
Yeah. It's for extensive local inquiries into a firm of villains whom we'll lose unless we get a decent lead today.
He'll see you at 2 o'clock, sir.
What? But it's only 12:30 now.
He was going to see you at 2 o'clock in any case, sir. I'm afraid that's the earliest he can manage.
Thank you, Henry. Shit. What are you looking at?
Nothing.
Go on, Ricky, kiss her. Kiss her, Ricky.
You look lovely. Wow.
Dennis, kiss a drink out of mate.
Oh,
There you go, Dad.
what are you doing? Drinking in the middle of the
Nice one. I deserve this, don't I?
You ruined the photo.
Sierra Oscar from 643 receiving over.
Go ahead,
Viv, is Taffy around?
Yeah, I think so. Hang on. Dad! What's up? You found any other pig?
No, better than that.
Who's that? Yeah, hello, Jim.
Taffy, what was the name of that bloke who you were supposed to be in court with last week? You know, the firearms charge, the one who didn't show.
Ricky Vassallo. Another wasted morning, that was. Why?
Well, I think I found him.
Hey, come on, all get in! Vi! Get everybody Everybody in!
Oh, he doesn't have much.
Let go, son. Can't win them all, eh? Nah.
Everybody get in together like this! Look, he's not bleeding Patrick Litchfield. Everybody get in!
Yeah, that's the game.
Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Everybody say, suspended sentence!
Oh, shit.
Ricky. This is supposed to be your daughter's special day, you know.
We'll only be 5 minutes. They're just going to charge him and then we go to reception.
It's just a formality.
And first they said it was a thyroid, then they said it was a heart. No.
Will you all come down here, please, this way?
Sorry if this is going to delay your honeymoon a little bit, Ricky.
Nah, we've already had that. Hey, now I'm glad we didn't book that one for the reception.
Not that you care, as long as you've got your gut full of
Quick as you can, please. Then you'll be able to see him later on. Just go in there.
Just a minute. God, do you think I could paint it a nicer colour?
Last time I was in here was when we got done for that lead. Do you remember?
One bunch of keys, one tie, one packet of confetti, one packet of contraceptives unopened, one watch, gold-coloured, one ring, silver-coloured, one buttonhole. Agreed?
Yeah.
Right. Richard Stephen Vassallo, you are charged that on a warrant granted at Thames Magistrate Court you did fail to appear on the 13th of May 1985. Do you wish to say anything?
Yeah. Can I have a bit of wedding cake?
Oh, for God's sake, someone shove a bit of cake in there, God.
How's the new job, Dennis?
Oh, it's ace. Yeah, 200 quid a week. Cash in hand. Not bad, eh? Excuse me.
What about poor old Connie? 3 years she's been waiting to have her legs done. They'll get her right in time to walk into her coffin.
What's it like?
Clubs, pubs, there's nothing to do except get...
Right, you lot. Party's over.
Oh, the cake, Mr. Cryer.
Yeah, go on, hit the evidence.
Come on now, I've asked you politely. Push off. Come on now, out of it.
Yeah, but what about my Ricky?
Yeah, well, you'll get him back tomorrow if the magistrate says so.
It's our wedding night tonight.
Yeah, you leave it to the best man, love.
Look, can't I just say goodbye?
Yeah, all right. Come on now, you lot, up it.
All you warriors, you beware. Your crimes are well known.
Shut up!
Who's it making all that bleeding row anyway?
Animal life protesters.
Nutters.
They don't believe in shedding blood. You tell them you're a butcher and they'll tear you limb from limb. Gives you that.
Yeah. Well, supposing nobody ate meat, I'd be out of a job for a kick-off, wouldn't I? Anyway, wouldn't be healthy without meat. Good for the old you-know-what and all. 3 pints of Guinness, a couple of pounds of steak and...
I bought you a bit of cake, Ricky.
Oh, Tom. I'll sleep on it. Remind me of you.
Miss you at the reception.
Yeah.
Well, bye then.
Bye.
Tell that bleeding Dennis to keep his hands off.
See what you're missing?
Don't you start.
So we've got breaches of the peace in 3, 5 and 6. Ricky Vassallo in 4.
Yeah, that's the illegal immigrant in 2.
Oh, really?
Till court tomorrow.
Well, let's hope we don't get too busy tonight then. Prisoners all been fed, have they?
Taffy Edwards taking care of it now. There
OK,
you go.
right, we'll run along then. I'll let my relief know about next month, shall I?
I'm not here.
Chief Super.
What now?
So,
All right, tell him I'm on my way up.
he's on his way up, sir.
Oh, I see we lost a pig.
Shut up, you stupid dykes! You sure you don't want any food? Well, I'll leave some just in case you change your mind, eh? Miss Sue Cronin, cell 3. Vegetarian lunch. Compliments of the chef.
Can't eat that.
What's the matter with beans on toast?
I'm a vegan. There's butter on the toast.
Oh, for God's sake, love.
You think it's all a joke, don't you? Meat is murder.
Bitch. I'd like to see how a bloody vegan makes out on a Welsh hill.
Come on, it's time we booked it.
Two bloody rats.
I'm not asking for the crown jewels, am I, sir? Just 3 men to do 4 hours apiece, that's all.
I'm sorry, Roy. I don't consider the seriousness of the offence warrants overtime.
But I'm going to lose them, sir. They'll be on another manor in a couple of days.
Well, that's another manner's problem then, isn't it?
What do you mean another manor's problems? We're all trying to catch villains, aren't we?
Come in. Hello, Bob Pixie. Coffee?
Well, thank you, sir.
Right, gentlemen. Now you're both here. Can I refer you to this memo on operational overtime?
And there's a post to be dealt with every day, and there's returns and pro formas and expenses, and there's shotgun licences and pub licences. I mean, people just don't understand.
I think we're beginning to, Reg.
Oh,
See you,
yeah,
Reg?
well, yeah, see it.
I mean, you all fixed up then?
Yeah, rang just now. Start on the 3rd, as arranged.
So good that you come down the pub and buy me another drink.
I'd like to, Jimbo, but I've got to run over and sort out all the bits and pieces. All right.
See ya.
Here, he's not moonlight anything.
Oh, no, Reg, you're just going to pick up your new truss.
He's all right, he is.
Swimming in the urinals now, Edward?
That's it, Sarge.
Aha, so this is where you hide all morning, Muswell.
Leave it out, Sarge.
Bet not, I'll get arrested.
See you then.
See you. Oh, Muswell, we're going to have to swap the shifts around because of annual leave and long-term sick.
Do what?
Next month, from the 3rd, you'll be on nights instead of late. Oh, after me? Thank you, kind sir.
So, unless it's to investigate a major robbery, a GBH, a rape or a murder, foreseen overtime will not be authorised. But the message from on high is the new cost limits will not reduce police effectiveness. And at Sun Hill, I intend to see that that message gets through.
Well, with respect, sir, the message could come down from on high that shit doesn't stink. But that wouldn't make it a fact.
What is a fact, Sergeant, is that we are working to a fixed budget, and I expect your cooperation in ensuring that we do live within it.
Yes, well, without that cooperation, sir, this place would have ground to a halt weeks ago. It's gone 2 o'clock now. I'm supposed to be on overtime now.
Look, I appreciate all that,
but
Bob.
they appreciate that. We get all this bump coming down the line. Is there any bump going up? I mean, do they know how pushed we really are here? Just lately, it's all I can do to put one man out on foot patrol on the entire ground. The entire ground!
We're being asked to do this job with both hands tied behind our backs. I've had 2 inquiries scuppered in the past 24 hours.
Oh, please, Roy, don't give me all that crap.
It is not crap, sir. We've got to face the fact that just because we've reduced our overtime doesn't mean the villains are going to reduce theirs.
But you're being so negative, man. If there's a cheaper, more effective way of doing our job, we should find it. The more we streamline, the more money we save.
What are we, policemen or bloody accountants?
The more money we save, the leaner and fitter the force becomes. The more resources we'll have in the future to give the public the sort of service they want. We have to look to the future, Roy, to be imaginative.
So what you're saying is that we're deliberately not solving crime now in order to solve it in the year 2000?
For a young man, Roy, you can be very obtuse.
No, but that's what you're saying, though, isn't it, sir?
No, it's not what I'm saying
All
at
right,
all.
then. Let's take this Mrs. Lambert's case, the wardrobe business. She's not been banged on the head. She's not been raped. The things that have been nicked are all insured. But we don't bother, right?
No.
But you just stopped me from pursuing inquiries.
It's simply that within the overall equation, certain inquiries are seen to be more cost-effective than others. The new guidelines simply take that into account.
So she goes to the bottom of the pile and she stays there. We're deliberately not solving a crime in order to save a few quid.
We are being realistic, Roy.
Then I think someone ought to tell Mrs. Lambert that and all the other poor souls that think the police are here to help them.
It's simply that the days of carte blanche are over. We're being asked to look at our work and sort out our priorities. To be pragmatic, right?
Pragmatic? What's that
Yes,
supposed
Roy.
to... Leave it, Roy.
Right? Roy?
Right, sir.
Thank you. Bob?
Right, sir.
Right, thank you very much, gentlemen.
How many prats in pragmatic, Henry?
What?
Don't bother, I'll look it up myself. I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting a false, but the man's a joke.
So the man's a political animal, Roy. Sways with the wind.
I do think animals swayed in the wind.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Cryer. Sorry. Don't drink much. Spill most of it. Can I get you one?
No, I'm driving.
So am I.
Tears for souvenirs.
Well, overtime doesn't bother me either anyway. I'd rather be at home than down the Nick any time. Get to see something of your kids, you know.
Have a double scotch, please, sir.
Yeah, 3 girls. 7, 5 and 2.
Side.
What's this then, photos?
Yeah, have a look at that. Eh? Aren't they gorgeous, see?
What about murder? What's the cost limits on that going to be, eh? 5 grand, 10? What's the price of a life in this new, brilliant, cost-effective police force, eh?
See Chummy over there? He's cost-effective. 5,000 quid for policing a picket line. It was all I could do to put one bobby out on the beat at the same time.
Yeah, well, like you say, it's all politics. You want to have a drink? Sadie?
Well, of course it's bloody politics. But what do you mean by
2
politics?
Scotchages, please.
I mean, what is politics?
Change your vote next time, that's what I mean.
Just holding each other up.
2 Scotches,
What are you
please, Sadie.
talking about change your vote to what? How long have I been in this game? 15 years I've been in this game. How many prime ministers we had in 15 years?
There's
I could have
cuts
voted
everywhere. Teachers, Meals on Wheels, all right? Just get on with it and have a drink. Sadie! Yeah, but what are we talking?
What's up, love? Lost a quid and found a penny?
Yeah, Sadie. 2 gin and tonics and 3 light and bitter street. Oh. Fancy a game of cricket?
Oh.
Come on. Me and the kids are going down Victoria Park this afternoon.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Are you any good?
No.
Watch after yourself.
Hey, Moz, you're a stranger in here. What are you having? Sadie, I just thought I'd pop down for a quick pint before I start me decorating. I'm doing Brownlow's bathroom this afternoon.
Piss off, you silly old cow.